Here's our long-awaited guest. The performance is about to begin, and there's so much new talent here today. I wonder if all of them will entertain me. Who knows what'll happen? Hope you're not suggesting anything improper. I'm not sure what you're trying to insinuate. I advise you not to be insolent with me. What the hell's going on? Alexia claps her hands imperiously, and one of the performers begins to sing a heartfelt ballad in a deep, velvety voice. Alexia looks tired, and her eyes are full of sadness. There's a wistful note in her voice as she asks, "Tell me, how did you end up here in the abyss? You're not one of us. Our ways are foreign to you. Why did you come to our world?" This is the finale. The performance is about to end, and as I've already told you, Alexia's temper is volatile, and now you can see the proof of my words. She has grown tired of her new Golarion companion, will unleash her anger upon you at any moment. If you can surprise her, you might buy yourself some time, otherwise you should be prepared for a fight. We are now in this wild creature's lair, and our enemies have us cornered. I'm gonna go with a good option. But heroic self-sacrifice and so much pathos. You're still so young. Demon interrupts the ballad with an impatient clap of her hand. The singer squalls beneath her imperious gaze and hurries away. A tiefling steps onto stage next, dressed as the Jester. Jesus. I apologize. Another one for you, distinguished guest. How many mortals would it take to paint this manor? Depends on how hard you throw them at the walls. That wailing was starting to annoy me. What do we have next? Oh, another fool has decided to entertain me with his jokes. Well, as far as I'm aware, laughing at cripples and the misfortunate is popular in Golarion as well. If you ask me, it's a primitive form of entertainment. Still, you mortals seem to enjoy it, even though you try to pretend yourselves different from us creatures of vice and evil. Now that I'm thinking about it, what is the difference between demons and Golarions? I gotta go with the chaotic option here. Of course we're different. It's silly to pretend otherwise. I was interested in understanding the nature of our differences, but instead of having a genuine conversation... Oh no. Deep down, I'm beginning to wonder if you're worth my time. Why should I desire your company? What more do you have to offer? Maybe this one. What have I need for your chivalry? Have I been abducted by a dragon, or perhaps the evil ruler of a neighboring kingdom wants to steal my virginity? If I needed a knight in shining armor, I would have gone to the flesh markets and bought myself a dozen of them. Uh-oh. Snaps her fingers in irritation, and magic sparks fly from her fingertips. The performers who were unlucky enough to provide the evening's entertainment begin to scream with pain. Their bodies change shape, density, and color a matter of moments, they have been completely transformed into a set of whimsically decorated furniture. The pieces of furniture creak sadly, as if lamenting their bitter fate. Talk about redecorating. Clearly tired of you, and the polite words she forces out from between her clenched teeth do a poor job of hiding her frustration. I must admit that our time together has brought me a certain degree of amusement. However, I do not intend for us to meet again. I ask that you take this humble gift as a sign of my affection and in fond memory of the pleasure our conversation used to provide. The succubus hands you an elegant piece of jewelry. This is one of my latest creations. It's an intelligent mind of its own. It's certainly far more clever and sophisticated than many living creatures I know. The jewelry will identify the most important traits and features of its owner, and then it will enhance those abilities. It's a rare and valuable gift, and I hope you appreciate its worth. And now I must ask you to leave. I have grown tired of your company. Do you know anything? Oh. That's why we brought him. No, we always bring Finian. Come on. Do you really think I would release such poor craftsmanship into the world? Words fail me. However, I have seen work like this before. It was done by an incompetent, untalented individual who calls himself Bladesmith. He showered me with compliments and asked to be my apprentice, but in truth, he just wanted to learn my secrets. Needless to say, I refused him in no uncertain terms. Well, let's see what he managed to learn on his own. Looks like he lacked the skills to copy my transformation spells, and he clearly had no idea what he was doing. This is disgustingly crude work. The soul didn't fill the shape completely, and part of it is still lost somewhere. To tell you more, I'd need to disassemble this sample. Don't even think about it. You demons are always looking for a reason to start dismembering people. If we were here to fight instead of talk, I'd be more than a match for you, sweetheart. You have a tough time taking me down. Oh, abominable. Its mind seems flawed too. The bladesmith should have called himself the bungler, because that would have been more accurate. Just look at this. He was clearly incapable of selecting the right kind of soul and transforming it properly. What a waste of material. Thanks for your time. Wow. I'm wondering if we should do that differently. I don't know that we can. That's the big question. Can we do it any differently? I don't know. Alexia granted you her patronage. Though her interest did not last long, this affair still brought you recognition and the fear and respect of Illusionaire's many residents. I must ask you to be honest with me. Did you like all the attention? This has been very beneficial for my reputation, and that's all that matters. You're right. It has been beneficial. I only worry that such success comes at too heavy a cost to your soul. Demonic corruption is like a weed. A boulder may seem unbreakable, but the tiniest crack in its surface is enough for a seed to sprout. As the weed grows, its roots will cause the rock to shatter. Oh, now he's on the damn horse. I want to try and get a better understanding of this pendant or whatever it is that she gave me. This amulet grants its wearer +5 natural armor enhancement bonus to armor class. It also grants its wearer +2 bonus to the highest current ability score. Wow. Okay. I mean, I'll take that. What kind of, it doesn't say what kind of bonus it is. All right, I'll take it. And she is... Yeah, she's wearing a +3. That's a +2. I guess I was wearing a +3. Yeah. All right. Next. Walls. We were already there. Oh, secure an audience. Yeah, so we have to go talk to Shamira. The only thing remaining is to win the favor of the most influential person in the city after Nocticula. So we need to go across the bridge. Right, because there's no other portal except for that one. So we need to go over here to this portal down. Okay, and then we need to come over here. It was we probably could have done this one earlier while we were already in there. Oh well. And go. Okay, so we want to come over. Oh, shit. Where is it? There. Right? Yep. All right.
Forwards? No, backwards, backwards!
Red-haired, beautiful demon sits majestically on the throne, an aura of bright light blazing around her. It's not the gentle, life-giving light that shines on Golarion. This light blinds, withers, makes a person burn with fever, draining their strength. Shamira gives you a withered glare and hisses through clenched teeth. What are you doing here, Aasimar spawn? Do you have a death wish? Or maybe your sins and crimes caused your own kind to cast you out, and now you need a patron to protect you. So the rumors were true. Arushale, you really are making friends with mortals now. I must admit, I found it hard to believe such a worthy daughter of the Abyss had fallen so low. Well, not that I really care. I came here seeking your patronage. So what use can you be to me, you foolish little mortal? The most powerful demons serve me. What can your pitiful self offer me that they can't? In truth, there is one thing you can help me with, Golarion, but the others mustn't know about it. Work for me, and I'll grant you a share of my attention and patronage. No doubt you have already heard of 𝐼𝐻𝐿 crystals, objects of astonishing power that grant their owner incredible abilities. And there is a freaking wall of text.
Everyone in Alishinura knows they exist. but no one knows what they are or where to get them. No one except for that smug cow, 𝐂𝐻𝐵𝐵. I want you to find out what they are. My advice is to start searching in that pile of refuse known as the lower city. Ask for 𝐂𝐿𝐴REEN, my predecessor, now a beggar. If that pathetic wretch is still alive, he may know something. Now go, and don't bother returning until you have the information I need. Here, take my mark, so the arch near my palace will let you in. I don't want to waste my time waiting while you wind your way back through the streets of my city with valuable information. Your pack becomes a bit heavier as if some new item has appeared inside it.
That's one hell of a coin if I can feel the weight difference in my pack, huh?
The hand of the inheritor addresses you, an undercurrent of alarm in his words. I see greed in the eyes of this fiend. She is ready to offer you a deal, and I sense that more than idle interest lies behind it. We both know 𝐻𝐻𝐿𝐴REEN crystals can make demons immensely powerful. We are pursuing 𝐂𝐻𝐵𝐵 to prevent her from creating and unleashing upon us an army of mythical monsters transformed by these crystals. Yet, if you reveal the secret of the crystals to 𝐂𝐻𝐵𝐵, we risk simply trading one enemy for another. Our mission demands that we make concessions, but it does not mean we must blindly obey every demon's request. Weigh each of 𝐂𝐻𝐵𝐵's words, remember how cunning she is, and do not let her turn you into a tool she can use to commit atrocities. Armor your heart and do only what you must, not what she, with all her promises and charms, will try to convince you to do. And be prepared to find a knife in your back at any moment.
Okay. In your mind, Chimera's voice answers with an arrogant scoff. Be friends with that miserable cow? Of course not. I'm courting her to learn her secrets, but in a constant struggle not to put her in her place. Baphomet's minions are far too bold here in Alusionera. You haven't heard of the 𝐻𝐻𝐿𝐴REEN crystals? Ha! All Golarions are stupid and unobservant. They're purple crystals. Possessing them grants immense power. Unfortunately, only high-ranking servants of Baphomet know where to find them or how to use them. They use the crystals to gain tremendous power, and now they strut around Alusionera like they own the place.
When I first heard about the crystals, it reminded me of the last days of 𝐂𝐿𝐴REEN's rule. He was 𝐂𝐻𝐿𝐴's right hand before me. He was plotting a coup, and I was spying on him to turn him into 𝐂𝐻𝐿𝐴 and take his position. I remember that he was trying to get his hands on a purple crystal of some kind, and that he eventually succeeded. I didn't pay much attention at the time, but the current situation makes me think, perhaps it was an 𝐻𝐻𝐿𝐴REEN crystal he was after? If so, 𝐂𝐿𝐴REEN might know something about them. There is a note of disgust in 𝐂𝐻𝐵𝐵's voice. In the depths. If he is still alive, the gravity of 𝐂𝐻𝐿𝐴's punishment would have dragged him to the very bottom of Alusionera. Dig through the garbage, talk to the vagrants and beggars. You surely don't expect me to do it, do you? 𝐂𝐻𝐵𝐵 answers with an exasperated sigh. Because you are neither a demon nor a resident of Alusionera. You are a wild card, an insignificant Golarion. No one is interested in your exploits and you will not draw any unnecessary attention. You are not bound in service to any demon, and therefore, if you dig up any information, you will bring it to the one who will pay you the most for it. That is to say, me. You won't run to your master, because you don't have one, at least not here in the abyss. If I gave this task to one of my servants, I could be sure of only one thing, that they would sell the information about my interest to my enemies, and then, if they learned anything about the crystals, they would use this information to benefit themselves instead of bringing it to me.
Alright. Oh. 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 Oh, shit. I didn't think that option would come up. Okay, I definitely don't want to screw this up. Hold on just a second, guys. I'm looking through my notes because I have taken some notes down, so. Okay. We're not going to do that. Just because the notes say, keep the purple stone knife. So I'm not, and I don't want her to go, well, give it to me. All right. Have to go. Yeah, don't want that happening. Okay, so we can come over to this portal, which we now have direct access to. Nice. And we want to go down to, I guess, Battle Bliss. Okay. Spare a coin or I'll spit in your face and give you the plague. Nice. How can I find Zephorian? Ooh, who, what? Never heard of anyone by that name. If anyone has heard of him, they won't be telling you anyway. You might find a beggar in the lower city be willing to chat with you, but before you find him, you'll have worn through those nice boots of yours. That's one good pair of boots. It'd be a shame if you ruined them. How about you just give them to me instead, huh? Maybe a small donation would jog your memory? Know what? Better be on your way now. I don't need no money and no shady deals with you. I don't want to know what or who you're looking for. A beggar screwed over by fate. Can't you see that for yourself? Tell me what you need or piss off. Alright. Look for the Zaff, that freak you're looking for somewhere else. You want him that bad? Ask around. Maybe someone saw him, but leave me alone. Well, that's why I was talking to you. Hold on. This commoner. Nope. Okay. Those are slaves, citizens, guards. No.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
They wouldn't have been nice enough to put a little pin saying, hey, he's right here. Nope.
Got it.
Maybe in here? We're back at the bad luck. We go talk to the barkeep. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. It's not my place to gossip with customers. I'm an innkeeper, not a spy. Pay 100,000 gold coins and drink the liquor under the demons. Hold on. Got a special liqueur you should try, a true rarity. 100,000 gold. No deal. Fair point. What kind of idiot would pay 100,000 gold for some dubious swill? Or perhaps the same kind of willing to pay for information about a long-dead whore son who once ruled the city. We don't have anything to sell. Wow. Those are good gloves. Nope, nothing there. Okay. It's gonna cost me 100,000 gold to find out. Okay, hold on here. Save. Hardly anyone remembers that name. He was an ambitious son of a bitch, sharp and tenacious, but he was hasty in his attempts to overthrow 𝐿'T𝐼. Our Lady in Shadow remembers all too well how she was underestimated by the demon lord. Yeah. So she dealt with 𝐵𝐿'Orion before he could stab her in the back. She ruined him completely. While with that lump of bleeding flesh opened its eyes and moaned, we were shocked it still lived and breathed. On that day, 𝐵𝐿'Orion's name was relegated to illusionaries past and forgotten. But I have seen him once or twice among the beggars. He sits at the threshold of the Battle Bliss arena, begging for gold, and no one recognizes him. 𝐿'T𝐼 didn't just break his body, but his spirit. So as far as I know, we've never tried to take his vengeance on her. He has plenty of reasons for wanting revenge. Just saying. So anyway, as I was saying, I think we should go look over by the Battle Bliss again. You know, there were a couple beggars over there. Maybe we just didn't talk to all of them. So maybe we should do that. I'm just thinking out loud there. But we're going to do that next time. So, yep. Granted, for you guys, it'll just be the next episode. So you won't have to wait any longer than you normally do. But, yeah. I got to roll for a little bit, and I'll be back recording more episodes here in just a little bit. So, yeah, I hopefully won't forget anything. Until then, you take care of yourselves out there. This is Draco Invictus saying this has been the best day of my life. See ya.